Hi, my name's Keegan. I'm the Director of Sales for Orchestra. The purpose of today's video is to take a look at our ESOP module. So if we come down on the left-hand side, we can click into the ESOP and Options tab, and underneath that we can see the View Pools option. So through Orchestra, we can help companies to manage multiple different types of schemes, whether that's an employee share trust, or which is more commonly referred to as a loan to purchase scheme, a phantom share pool, which is of course helpful in revenue sharing. And then of course there is a call option plan. So we can run multiple different pools side by side, whether that's an ESOP for employees, as well as being an ESOP for board members as well. And you can come into each ESOP here under the Manage Pool tab. So if we come into the Lorem Ipsum ESOP, we get a couple of key bits of information, such as the number of options in the pool, the number of participants, and then a description. So this is a 10% carve out from ordinary shares. You then get to take a look at where the options are sitting in terms of their life cycle, so whether they've been granted, vested or unvested, all the way through to being exercised. And then you can come down and take a look at the grant holders. So these are the employees themselves. Now, if you hired a new employee and wanted to give them an ESOP allocation, you can do that through Orchestra. You'll just be prompted to enter in a couple of bits of information about their grant. So number of options being granted, exercise price, key dates, and any supporting documents that you want to upload against that. Now, we're going to take a look at Mary Coleman. She's an employee of Lorem Ipsum. She's got 1,000 options allocated. You can see that her strike price is $10, as well as some key dates and supporting documents here. Now, Mary has 70% of her options which remain to be vested, and she has not yet exercised any of those options. With Orchestra, we can set up the vesting schedules, and there's three ways to do that. You can either set up a regular automatic vesting, so that's usually used for a monthly or quarterly top-up of ESOP options, or you can set up a one-off automatic vesting, and that's usually based on longevity with the company or tenure. There's also the option to set up manual-based vesting events. So that could be tied in with a KPI or performance objective, whether that is team-based or individual-based. You can then come down and take a look at the upcoming vesting events. So we have one of each here. And of course, for the manual vesting, you've got the ability to approve or decline that. Coming down, we have a grant history, and through Orchestra, you can exercise options all the way through to the company's office, share register, cap table, or ASIC, depending where your company is based. You can also override vesting. So that's good if you have an employee leave the company abruptly and you forget to turn off the regular automatic vesting. Of course, you do have a grant visualization. This is to forecast what Mary's ESOP allocation will look like in the future. So we can see that she has options which are tracking all the way through to January 2023, in which case she will have all of her options vested. Now, from an employee's perspective, you can come in and you can take a look at all of those same bits of information. The real value add is for the employee not only to be able to understand their role in the ESOP, but more importantly, I would say, to better visualize it. So this is Mary's option pool again. She can see how many options she has allocated, the exercise price, all of the same information. The benefit of this is for Mary to be able to log in, see upcoming vesting events such as a performance-based option allocation. That could be a performance review. And she'll be able to say, okay, there's 100 options riding on a successful outcome of that performance review. I need to make sure that I'm going to get those options. She can, of course, see her grant history, and she gets that grant visualization too. It's all about creating better engagement from your employees to their role and responsibility in their ESOP.